for this scoliosis correction exercise, I'm going to be laying on the portion of my thoracic spine that is convex. I need a bench or a coffee table, something that I can reach my arm underneath, a towel or bean bags, as well as a yoga block. So here I'm laying on my left side. This would be as if I had a left thoracic scoliosis that I was trying to correct. This may be the right for you, this might not be the right one for you. What I'm gonna start doing is just laying here, just focusing on taking nice big belly breaths in and out through my diaphragm into my belly. So really just getting that engaged first thing. Making sure as I'm laying here that my hips aren't rolling forward, my hips aren't rolling back, they're staying nice and neutral. Next thing, I'm gonna take my hand over top, again, trying to keep everything nice and neutral here so I'm not overly reaching to the front or to the back. I'm trying to stay in one nice line. And I'm just gonna give a little bit of pressure down into the top of this step here. As I'm doing that, taking some nice deep breaths. Next thing I'm going to add in here is, so I am laying on the convex portion of my thoracic scoliosis. I am now going to put the towel underneath my hip that is on the bottom. Again, bean bags, towel, doesn't matter quite as much as long as it's something that's going to give you a nice firm support but isn't going to be too broad, can keep it right to the hip. So I'm going to keep that on what is now my concave portion of the hip, or of the lower spine, I should say. And from here, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just trying to think, really going through those nice big deep breaths. I'm still pushing it with my hand, and we're just adding in layer by layer here. Next thing I'm going to do is now I'm going to take this yoga block, I'm going to put it underneath my leg here. So now this leg is going to work as well. I'm going to start by pushing that foot into the block. I'm just going to get a little bit of engagement. This should feel relatively easy. Again, I'm making sure my hips are not rocking forward or back and that I'm not trying to overreach anything in my actual hip here. Should feel pretty steady and aligned. What I'm going to try to do next, I'll keep my hand down for now, I'm just going to lift that foot up and try to hold it right there. I should feel these glutes kicking in pretty hard. If you feel like the front of the leg is doing the work, then I want you to try to move the leg slightly back. So again, we talked about being in alignment, but I don't want it to come too far forward. If that does happen, I'm going to kick it back. And I'm just going to come rest my leg right back down. Now I'm going to add everything in together. So here, I'm going to push down from this top hand. I'm going to lift my leg, kick it back, trying to hold it up, and I'm going to take several deep breaths here. So I'm really focusing on trying to hold that position while I'm taking those nice big deep breaths.